Wow. It's been a little while since I've recorded anything, really. And lately I've been thinking a lot about purpose and what it means to be human, what it means to be alive, what it means to be you, like what it really means to be you. Sorry, I'm trying to set up my phone in a way that it looks like. Anyways, I think a lot of us are so caught up because of certain events in our lives. For me, it was my granddad. I think, especially recently, where I've been thinking so much about this, I think when my granddad passed away is when everything really started to change. And like literally out of nowhere, like, and I never clocked it because, I mean, I didn't even cry when he passed away. I cried after, a few months after, when I realized like what that really meant and how much that affected me, but not even how much that affected me, but how much that affected my life in the aspect that I would never get to talk to him again. And I think a lot of that kind of the way it happened and how quick everything was and how busy I wasn't even able to go and, put the ashes in the sea with my parents because I was so busy with university and with just my personal life and everything. And everything just went so fast that it kind of just drifted me away in life. Like, I feel like since that exact point, I've been drifting away. And my purpose has been so dismantled up until recently, even up until now. And I think that was the main thing that did it for me. And I think every one of you has that event. Everyone does. I mean, and you can have multiple. I mean, fuck, when I was with my ex, I stopped working out. I lost myself so much. Like, I was so far into it, into a relationship that wasn't salvageable, to the point where I lost myself. I wasn't even doing the things that I loved to do. And I think there's a lot to take from those experiences and a lot to learn and a lot to reflect on. And since my granddad's death, since my granddad's passing, I haven't really been doing that. And I've just been going through the motion, and I got into a relationship and things have been moving so fast. And now all of a sudden it's been 3 years and, where is the progress? Where is the purpose? What am I doing? What have I been doing? What have I achieved? But not even in a superficial way. I mean in a personal way, in a spiritual way. What have I achieved? Because it's all fun and games and cool achieving things in life and, having aspirations to be able to afford this car or to, move on to this job or finish your degree. Whatever it may be, it's all fun and games, achieving all of those goals, but is that really what we're here for? Are we really here to fulfill achievements of humanity? Because at the end of the day, all those things I just named, which is what 99% of people work towards, is just superficial and man-made goals that ultimately won't really matter when we're not here anymore. They will, I mean, who's going to remember what we did for our careers when we die? No one. You know who will remember you? That kid who made a good memory with you when you were young, or when you gave them a piece of advice that completely changed their lives. That's why I remember my granddad, because he was the truest person I've ever met. He always told me I had so much potential for so many different things. He always told me exactly the way things were. And the conversations I remember having with him, though not many, they were deep. And they have stuck with me more than conversations I've had with countless of other people. Because it's almost like every word he said mattered more than 100 words I could say. And still to this day, I don't understand how I can become somebody like him. My dad is certainly closer than I am. And I think that really puts a lot on my mind when it comes to my purpose and why I'm here in this world, and why God or nature or whatever you like to call it has put me here. Because at the end of the day, every single one of us has a purpose. Every single one has a different personal purpose. Otherwise, why would we have been born? Out of the amount of chances that people had to be born, we were born. You were born. And you have a purpose. Now it's up to you to figure out what that purpose is. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm doing exactly what my granddad told me. I'm doing as much as I can in university, though I'm not extremely smart and I'm just passing by. I'm doing what I can. And I'm doing as many different things as I can. And trying to find what it is that really pushes me and really excites me. Like my relationship. A lot of people pass by in a relationship, as much as I have a little bit, yes, like time has gone by like this, but my relationship isn't meaningless like most people's. There is meaning behind the person I'm with, and there is history, there is deepness, there is thought behind it. It's not just someone I liked the company of and I decided to continue staying with. No, I am purposefully choosing to be with this person for multiple reasons and for multiple feelings, not just for love, not just for enjoyment or company, but also for the opposite. I enjoy the hardship that it brings, the difficulty that it is to be with this person is admirable, because for you to be with someone who is comfortable, it's probably not who you're going to end up marrying. And that's probably not who you meant to be marrying. You can marry that person, but someone who you don't feel like is challenging to be with, in a sense, what are you doing? You know, just so it's the same with anything in life. If you're in a job where you're comfortable and it isn't challenging you, it isn't hard for you to go in and you need to learn and teach yourself new things every day. You get a new task that you have never seen before, and you need to go from the beginning, almost like you're in high school again, and you need to learn that thing from the beginning to the end, spend a whole day learning something before you can even do it. Then what is the meaning of that job? If you're not doing a job that is that difficult, that challenges you, then you're not doing something that is truly important to you. And that's the same in everything in life, especially when it comes to yourself. If you're not fighting yourself all the time, you know, and sometimes we get caught up. We're okay with doing this, you know. Oh, it's okay, I've just been gaming all day. Or, oh, it's okay, I didn't go to the gym. But that's not what you should be doing. If you're not fighting yourself, genuinely arguing with yourself, and questioning yourself and your decisions, really thoroughly thinking about what you do, then you're not doing it right. No matter who it is, no matter what it is, you need to be challenged. That's what brings purpose to things, is because if you're not challenged and questioned, then you don't know why you're really doing that thing. If you're not challenged or questioned by your partner, or by your parents, or by your professor, you don't really know why you're in that relationship. You don't really know why you're doing what you're doing. That's why your parents are questioning you. You don't really know if that degree is what you want to do. That's exactly why your professor is questioning you. Because if your professor didn't question you, and he just taught you the things, then you would just go by your degree, 3 years go by, and then like most people, you end your degree and you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you want to do. You don't know if you even enjoy what you got a degree in. And that's really made me think about life and my degree and what I'm doing and what I really want to do, because obviously it's fitness. That is my purpose. I know that's my purpose, but I don't know what to do with it. I don't know if I'm here to help other people, to motivate other people, to continue myself and make something of myself, not necessarily becoming super successful and selling courses and becoming a millionaire and doing all these wonderful things, but maybe just doing something that makes me happy and doesn't necessarily help other people. In a sense, doesn't matter what you do, you're always going to help other people. But purpose is a funny subject, and it's a very hard subject. And I could be here for the next 2 hours waffling about this and going from topic to topic within purpose. But I hope my rant helped someone at least become more wary of themselves and aware that sometimes you are just, floating like a leaf. You are just being carried by the wind, and you need to choose your current one more time to get going in the right direction. Because if you just continue floating, you're never going to land anywhere, especially not where you want to land. If you know where you want to land, if you know what you want to achieve, it's just about finding your purpose to be able to achieve it. Because a goal is something, but your purpose is something else. You can have multiple goals. You can have as many goals as you want. But your purpose is what? Whether it's to help people, or to save lives, to help broken families, whatever it might be. Everybody has a purpose. And I really hope to find mine one day.